So we would like to find the equation of the line that goes through the points 1, 2, and 3, 5. And let's recall a few things. So there are different ways for finding the equation of a line. And maybe the simplest one is when a line goes through a known point, AB, and it has slope m. Then we have the so-called point slope formula that tells us that the equation of the line is y minus b is equal to m times x minus a. Or sometimes people just write it y is equal to b plus m times x minus a. Either one is fine. Now, we might as well recall what the slope of a line is. The slope of a line is the quotient of the so-called rise over the run. So if you take any 2 points on the line, then there's a rise that corresponds to the vertical distance between those 2 points, and there's a run, that's the horizontal distance between the points. Then the slope is really the rise over the run, and it's the same no matter what points we take. In particular, if you know 2 points x1, x2 and y1, y2, or actually, let me call them something slightly different. So let me call them x1, y1 and x2, y2. Then the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I might as well emphasize that the order in which you take the points is irrelevant. So you can do, for example, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. It's exactly the same thing. The order doesn't really matter. So with all of this, I think it's easy to now solve the problem. So the first thing we need to do is find the slope of this line. So the slope of this line will be 5 minus 2 over 3 minus 1. So this is going to be 3 over 2. So the slope is 3 over 2. And now we can use any of the 2 points. So I'll use the first point and say that the point slope formula, meaning this formula, is y minus 2 is equal to 3/2 times x minus 1. So once more, I'm using this point and I'm using this slope. So this is my m, this is my a, and this my b. Okay, and that gives me the equation for this line. One could actually FOIL everything, but you know, it's not really needed. There's no particular reason unless they ask us to do that. However, if we wanted to FOIL things, this would be 3/2 x minus 3/2. So y would be 3/2 x plus 1/2. And that would be the equation of the line. Okay, but as I said, the first one is more than enough. That's all. Thanks for watching.